How do couples
Handle money problems together. Money problems together.
That's the topic for today, y'all.
Okie dokie.
We're starting the conversation with this beautiful lady, y'all. See how beautiful she is?
Thank you, babe.
She's very attractive. She's very sexy.
You too.
She's a lot of things, you feel me? And does a lot of things to my brain. I have two brains. The first brain and the second brain.
We don't need to talk about the second.
You know the second brain. If you know. You know what I'm talking about. All right. Let's get into it. So today, the topic is, how do couples handle money problems together? Now, again, y'all, I want you guys to understand that we are not experts in this couple giving advice space. We're only sharing what we have learned so far since we've been together. Mm-hmm. And at the exact same time, what we've learned from others. And most of all, the knowledge that God has given to us. Because I believe that sometimes when a person is speaking, at times it's not you that's speaking. But when God comes inside of you, he speaks through you and gives you the message. And whoever's listening, again, it goes both ways. So we're learning as we're sharing, if that makes sense.
And also through the comments, we're also learning. So exactly. You guys can go ahead and comment. You should tell them to comment something.
Oh, yeah. Before we actually start this, right, I want you guys to go ahead and comment down. This year, I will have an excellent relationship with my husband, partner, boyfriend, whatever your situation is. Just type it in there. Say, I will have an I will have an excellent relationship with my partner.
And answer the question too.
Oh yeah, and answer the question too. How? Just give us one point, something that resonates with you, or how would you answer this question? All right, baby.
How do couples handle money problems together?
Yes. So let's go ahead
and talk about
and
it.
Let's talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do we handle money problems together? Okay, so first I want to say, before I ask you the question, everybody has their own way of how they do things, and whatever works for you, works for you. What works for us, works for us.
That's right.
There's no right or wrong way to do this.
That's right, Sugar Plum.
Right?
Yeah. Tell them whatever right way. Whatever you say is the right way, baby girl. Whatever you say is the right way. All right.
Now you're going to tell us, how do you handle money problems?
Money problems, that's great. Guys, honestly, for me in this relationship, I take it a major responsibility and a major priority for me to handle every aspect when it comes to finances. In terms of money problems, I mean, I thank God that we don't necessarily have money problems, and we pray that we don't ever have money problems. But I think for us, we work so well. I have an understanding woman, a blessed woman to be by my side who understands, the vision and everything. You feel me? But aside from that, we work together, right? This is how I personally see from my point of view. Maybe she has a different perspective. But in my point of view, I see it like this. We have our money. She has her own money. And then pretty much my money is basically meant to cover off all kinds of expenses. So if she makes money, that's her money. That's her fun money. She wants to spend on whatever she wants to spend on. That's her life. That's her problem. That's not my problem. Whatever she wants to do with her money is her money. In terms of my money, on the other hand, I make sure I use it to cover everything because I feel like I take pride in that. I'm happy when I do that. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not trying to sound like,
this is
what I'm
your
saying?
own,
This is just my own personal, I'm not trying to sound, cliche or try to say something that's just, nah.
Yeah, this is you,
or
babe.
Be performing anything. Personally, my money, I take pride in making sure I take care of everything. So if she needs anything, I'm like, baby, you need something? Yeah, just let me know. Here you go. Here and there. But I also want her to actually have something for herself that's going to constantly bring her own revenue, regardless of what. Because, go ahead.
So now, how did we get to this understanding?
Ooh, how did we get to this understanding? I think in the beginning, we've always understood each other on this simple thing. I feel like when we talked about money, it wasn't like something we actually sat down and talked about, but I felt like it was like, okay, I don't know. I just, you just let me lead, if that makes sense. I felt like you let me lead. I'm like, baby, I'll take care of the bills. And you're like, okay. And then you didn't complain. It was just like, okay, let's take care of the bills. And then you also support with your money as well too. Your money was helping us with, groceries. Your money was helping us with, some other stuff. So it was like my money was mainly going towards the rent, the car note, the other, credit card debt we had and everything. And most of your money was going to gas and food and making sure that, we always had something to eat.
Okay.
But it wasn't like a formal conversation that we had like, okay, here's our bullet plan about how we're going to spend our money. No, it wasn't like that. It was more of like.
But I think you spoke about it. Like you did say like, okay, I'm a traditional type of guy and I do want to pay the rent, the bills, all that stuff. I think you said that.
Yes,
right?
I did say that.
So it was like, I think in the beginning of our relationship, we both, you know what I'm saying, had the understanding that, okay, the man is going to be providing majority of the things.
Yeah.
If you do need help, I'm here to help you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you want to be open in here talking about like when we had our credit debt.
Yeah.
Okay, like when we were going through a lot of debt, like there was a time where we had to work 2 jobs and I was working 2 jobs with him to pay down the debt, even though it was majority
coming
his
from me,
fault
absolutely.
of
It was
him
absolutely
paying
my
whatever.
fault. Yeah.
I still, you know what I'm saying? His debt is also like my debt. I think that's what people tend to forget. Like when someone's going down, they think that, oh, well, that's just my partner going down. You're supposed to support your partner because you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to help each other. Like, I don't know if you get what I'm saying, babe. You can't just leave your partner in debt and then like, I'm cool. Even if I didn't have debt or whatever the case may be, and you only had debt, I would work 2 jobs to help you. So then this will be a faster process.
Where can I find this woman, y'all?
No, I'm being so serious. There's no like
anywhere in this world, man. You are. That's why I always I praise
would
you.
do that if they love.
Not every woman.
Yeah, if they love the guy, they would do it.
Okay, maybe if they love the guy, but not every woman is doing what you're doing, sweetie. And I'm truly blessed to have you. That's why I said. That's why during those times I'm like, I vowed to myself, I'm like, hey, man, right, you ain't never gonna work another 2 jobs. As long as God has given us strength and energy, I can never see that happen for you. We can't go through that again. Amen. That was one of the toughest 6 months of our lives. And just seeing her, like, we come back home from work, sleep for like 4 hours, 5 hours. She's so tired. And then we got to get up and then go to another job. That is ridiculous. I regretted putting us in debt, but it was an investment mistake. We tried to invest into I tried to invest into a business that I thought would work at the time, and everything just turned lopsided. But I thank God, what I'm saying, she supported me through the process. And
no problem, babe.
Yeah, and you would never step foot another. Yeah, you would never step foot another 9 to 5.
Oh, thank you.
God. That's the goal. Yeah.
Because that was the notes. It says they treat money as a team issue, not a power or control struggle. Ooh. And I think another thing is like a lot of people think that if you pay majority of the bills, you're gonna have this type of control. You're gonna have this type of control over me. Like,
let's talk about that.
I pay for this, clean the house, cook, do this, which that's already gonna be done. Like for sure. You're not going to come and the house is dirty. You're not going to come and your stomach is not fed or you're not fed. No, I'm going to make sure you're good. But it's like certain people have certain expectations. And it's like, how do you feel about that?
Expectations?
Because let me just say, even though he pays majority of the bills, he pays most of my bills. He does not like have this like control or power dynamic with me. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to do X, Y, and Z. I think it's more so like, babe, are you tired? Okay, cool. You're tired. We can just order out. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, babe, if you don't want to cook, I can cook. Or, you know what I'm saying? Leave the dishes. I'll do the dishes. Even though he does, he works and he pays all the bills. It's not like, oh, you must do X, Y, and Z. And that's one thing I really, really appreciate about you. And I just want you to kind of express to these people, or explain to them, why is it that men that have money or pay majority of the bills in the house, why is it that they have to like force their wives to do certain things around the house?
Sure thing.
Or they have a certain expectation. That's what I want to say.
Okay. I feel like a lot of men, and again, this is because they feel like they're bringing a lot to the table. So they feel like, oh, the woman is also supposed to do something and also bring something else also to the table. Now, again, I'm not completely denying that ideology, and I'm not completely throwing and saying, oh, you're a bad man for thinking that way, or you're a bad woman for also thinking that way. I think in my own personal point of view, just being able to grow up on two sides of the world, I've seen how majority of our African roots and our African traditions, how most men treat their wives versus how here in America or the Western part of the world, how love is expressed. So how love is expressed in an African home is completely different from how love is expressed in a Western home. And the main difference is, and I'm not talking about every single African couple is like this, but I can guarantee you at least 85% to 90% of most African traditional homes is like this.
Like how? Tell us.
Number one, there's definitely this power structure. The power structure is the man is the one that's completely in charge of everything. He runs the show in the sense that he makes the money, he's the breadwinner, and whatever he says is final. It's what that goes. It goes, if that makes sense. Whatever the man says goes. And then, of course, when it comes to love and connection and making sure that they have that connection with their wives, it's more of like whatever I say, because I'm the man, I'm the one who pays the bills, I'm the one who does X, Y, and Z. So if I'm the one who's bringing money, you're really not doing, you're just home taking care of the kids all day, you're cleaning. So whatever I say has to go. And there's just like, even though, yes, they have this mindset, you can tell that there's a disconnect between the man and the woman when it comes to connection, when it comes to emotions, and like there's a huge disconnect. And so for me, seeing that side, and then when you look at the Western side, I'm not saying every Western side is absolutely the same. Of course, there's a lot of people that do X, Y, and Z, but one thing I've noticed about the West is that there is this dynamic between the man and the woman. The man has a conversation with the woman, even though the man may be in charge, depending on faith and religious beliefs. The man may be in charge in the sense of they have the final say, they're the ones who have the authority or whatever, but you can tell that you can also see that the man has a conversation with the woman. I don't just take a decision without consulting my woman. You see what I'm saying? There's that mutual respect. I'm not saying all Africans don't do this. Don't take my word out of context. I'm saying that majority of a lot of our African culture, there is that kind of thing. And so for me now, coming back to our own personal relationship, taking that mindset in place and just seeing how growing up and seeing the two different sides, I personally want my wife to be happy. I want to live a happy life. I want my wife to be extremely happy. I want you to just enjoy life. I want us to be able to live a really, really happy home. And for me, even though, yes, I'm blessed to have a woman like you who's understanding, I don't want to make any decision without consulting you first, because you and I are working together. First and foremost, you're the one who's working with me. She worked with me for those 6 months. No other woman would do this. Some other ladies would be like, yeah, nigga, that's your own problem. Excuse my language. That ain't my problem. That's not your dad. That ain't my problem. You see what I'm saying? Some other woman will do that. But you're not like that. And it's not because of what you do for me. That's the reason I'm acting this way. But for me, I just want us to work together as a team. It's a team thing, right? I may be the head, but you're the neck. Without the neck, how can the head move? You see what I'm saying? So I feel like, we work together in whatever it is. So when it comes to finances, for me, I feel like it is my responsibility to make sure, and it's my responsibility in the sense that I think it's my responsibility. Not because you said it's my responsibility. It's my responsibility because I want it to be my responsibility to make sure I take care of everything, because that's what I grew up seeing, right? That's one thing I'll definitely take from that side. And is it controlling? No, I don't think it's controlling. I don't want to control you. You do whatever you want to do. At the end of the day, we have this dynamic where I feel like, I personally feel like because of how we work so well together, you yourself even feel inclined to go ahead and cook and do all these kinds of things. I'm not going to force you. I'm not going to
I love doing this for you.
You see what I'm saying?
What I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, same likewise. I love doing this for her. I'm not... I don't want to talk too much, but yeah.
So another thing I want to say is, even when your man is paying for all your bills, I feel you should also have your own, try to figure out what are your passions, what are your hobbies, how can you make money on the side? Even if you don't want to do that, but just try to tap into something that you like to do. Because it's not like I'm just sitting, crossing my legs and letting my man just pay for everything. Yeah. But I think he also pushes me to do the things that I love, or says, babe, I see that you're good at this. Why don't you try to, do this or try this? Or, he should push you to do something. He shouldn't just tell you, oh yeah, just clean the house, cook and do all that. And then you just, I'm saying, he's just paying for the bills, because it's like, God forbid anything happens to him, you have to have your own, you know what I'm saying? And I feel as though he also is putting everything in place. God forbid anything happens, you know what I'm saying? I have certain things, and
absolutely,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Where I know how to move, or how to move after, or whatever the case may be.
Absolutely. And to even give you guys a better understanding of what we're talking about, right? We're talking about finances, right? Since the subject is finances, right? the mindset that we've always had, and we've always had, is business. Business is everything, y'all. Don't listen to what anybody else says. You know, you can go to school, get a degree, which is beautiful. I'm not saying don't do that. Chase your dreams, get a degree. If you want to become a lawyer, doctor,
get that career.
Go get it. But in the same token, just make sure that you also have something that's going to be making money for you. The idea is you want to build something that when you sleep, you still get into cha-ching. You see what I'm saying? I don't have to go put in this X amount of time into this thing in order to receive cha-ching. I can receive cha-ching even when I'm sleeping. And so that's what I've been telling her, no matter what, like, yo, even though, yes, we were setting a few couple of things up and we're slowly building this wealth thingy, you got to have something for yourself, no matter what. It don't even matter. And I'm talking about the worst possible scenario is assuming God forbid God takes my life. How you going to be able to live? You see what I'm saying? So you should never, ever depend on one source of income. Even if this individual, your husband, your partner, whoever it is your one source of income. You should not depend completely entirely on him in the sense that, oh yeah, he's the one that's paying for everything. So I'm
like,
just
let me just relax, cross my legs. If the guy's giving you even money, like pocket change for you to put in your pocket, try to put it in an investment to make it more. Don't save. Put it into something that can make you more money, please.
Invest.
Yeah.
Invest, build your credit. Especially if you're here in America, you're watching this YouTube video, build your credit. Maybe one day we'll do a special class on that. But fix your credit and utilize your credit for many things. You can use your credit to get access to a lot of capital. That's another conversation for another day. But build your credit and invest into your businesses. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they respect each other's money habits and work towards balance.
Yep.
Okay. Which we said you have to respect each other. Even if, like, honestly, ever since, like, you know, we stopped working 2 jobs and stuff like that, and you pay majority of the bills and everything, I've never heard you say anything disrespectful, which I've been, not saying that I've been wanting to hear it, but I've been trying to see if you're going to say anything disrespectful, but you haven't. I've been saying stuff and you haven't said nothing. So I was just like, wow, like.
No, baby, I'll never.
I know you, but I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was trying to see if you would like ever say something like that. Just, you know, sometimes like, it's not like you're waiting for, like, I want it to happen, but I was waiting for you to say something out of line, but you never did. So I really want to say thank you for doing that, because I don't know, like, I really appreciate you doing that, because you never said anything like outrageous. You didn't say anything like, oh, I paid majority of the bills, you need to do da da da. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've never heard you utter it, and I'm not trying to, I mean, if you do it, you do it.
God forbid. I'm not trying to say like,
I'm not saying because I can't jinx it. You have to want to say it. But like, you know, I think you respect me. You have enough respect for me, and I have enough respect for you. So I don't think it's like a power dynamic or control dynamic. So I just want to say I appreciate you for doing that.
I appreciate you too. Thank you for that. Thank you so much for acknowledging that. I appreciate that heavy. In my mind, honestly, guys, this is somebody else's daughter. You feel me? Like, this is another person, you know? So in my mind, I'm like, I'm not about to sit here and treat you terrible. You know what I'm saying? You belong to some, no matter what, even though, yes, we're together, you know what I'm saying? We're doing this thing, but no, you're someone else's kid. I'm not about to sit here and treat somebody else's daughter or something, some type of way. And that's what a lot of you guys need to understand. No matter what, I feel like in a relationship, no matter what, you always have to remain humble. Remember where you came from. You know what I'm saying? Once she told me this a while back in the past, and at that time I didn't necessarily understand. I was immature and I didn't believe it. But she said, the way you will know if a woman is really truly loyal is when the man is at his lowest point and he doesn't have jack. If she sticks with you, she's loyal. Now, the way you will know if a man is really loyal is if he has everything. And if he sticks with you, that's how you know he really loves you. So in my mind, that back then I didn't understand what she was saying.
He
I
was
didn't believe
so mad, but hurt when I said it.
You know,
he's like, watch, we'll see. I
didn't understand, but you know, honestly, but now looking back at it, I'm like, yeah, she's absolutely right. So for me, the way I see it, y'all, is just respect each other. You know, respect is everything. Humility in the way you talk, the way you behave. You know, at the end of the day, for me, I'm a believer. So my goal is to become Christ-like. That's my personal goal. And so, you know, we have to walk in humility, not just in our actions, but in the way we speak. You see what I'm saying? Everything counts. And I never want to disrespect you in any type of way. Never want to say, I have rules. I respect myself. I have integrity. I don't want you to go somewhere someday and say on social media, Collins did this. I don't want any of that. I respect myself. I respect you. And I'm not about to sit here and do anything to jeopardize that. And I love you, of course. Why would I say it like that? You're my baby. You get whatever you want, baby.
But sometimes, like I said, like you said, when a man has it all, like obviously I'm not trying to say like, what do you need a woman for? But like you said, you were just saying that today. You need a woman to make this place a home, to get that nurture, to get that comfort. But it's like, you could really do everything by yourself. You don't really need me in your life. You know what I'm saying? You know how to cook, you know how to clean, you know how to do all these things. So it's like, what do you really need me for? But you know what I'm saying? Calling me out my name or, you know what I'm saying? Using that as like a control mechanism or, you know what I'm saying? A power dynamic to make this like, oh, I'm the guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot of respect. Like, I give you a lot of respect for that. Like, you have more aura just by thinking that way and doing those things.
Oh, baby. Yeah. I love you so much. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I love you, and I really want to make this relationship work. No matter what, we're gonna make it work. If it's not death, I don't know what it is.
Right.
It ain't gonna be nothing else. You feel me? Death is the only thing that do us apart. And I thank God for your life. And that's just how love is supposed to be, y'all. I feel like love is supposed to be a two-way street. It's not supposed to be what's it called? Only one person putting all her eggs in the basket, and then you're just lying doormat. You feel me? It's a two-way thing. We got to work together. We got to build together. We got to communicate. If there's something I don't understand, which in the beginning I fully take accountability for how I was acting. I'm not 100% perfect, but I take accountability 100%.
Same likewise.
Of everything.
If I did anything wrong, please forgive me.
Oh, no. Same. I'm asking for forgiveness, for lack of understanding and immaturity. But overall, I appreciate you for being such an amazing woman, being so kind-hearted and being understanding. It's hard to find that nowadays. Yeah. It really is. I'm telling you. And I'm not going to sit here and take what God has blessed me for granted. I'm not going to take it for granted. I don't want somebody commenting, oh, this guy better not make sure. No, I know what I have. And I'm blessed to have what I have. And I'm going to cherish it. You feel me? Yeah.
You are a valuable man.
Oh, you're a valuable woman too. You feel me?
Thank you.
Yeah.
We should do a handshake.
Okay. All right. We got a little handshake. Let's get it.
Oh, let's take
Yeah. Oh, no, it's all right.
Okay.
We can make it work.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys order our flashcard game.
You know what to do. If you've been watching our videos for some time now, you already know what's up. If you're new here, this is a flashcard game we've definitely designed for couples. And again, if you order, we will definitely ship it. Assuming if let's just say you watch this video and this video has over 1 million views and you're watching it right now and then we don't have any more left, just know that we will get some more. So just be patient. All right. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. And you know what to do.
Bye. Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings.